Bliss vs. Southeast Thames Regional Health Authority 1985. General damages cannot be awarded for frustration, mental distress or injured feelings arising from an employer's breach of the implied term of confidence and trust. Dillon LJ said that damages for mental distress in contract are limited to certain classes of case, including where the contract which has been broken was itself a contract to provide peace of mind or freedom from distress. Dillon LJ set out the position on constructive dismissal. It follows that I agree with the judge that the authority was in breach of contract in requiring the plaintiff to submit himself to medical examination and in suspending him when he refused to do so. I have no doubt that the breach was a continuing breach, so long as the suspension lasted. Was it then a repudiatory breach, which would entitle the plaintiff to treat the contract as at an end and claim damages on that footing? It is common ground on the pleadings that it was an implied term of the plaintiff's contract that the authority would not without reasonable cause conduct itself in a manner likely to damage or destroy the relationship of confidence and trust between the parties as employer and employee. There is ample authority in employment cases to warrant the implication of such a term. The authority was in breach of that term, and the question is whether that breach was fundamental, or repudiatory, or not. And there must be some breaches at least of such an implied term which are fundamental and repudiatory and go to the root of the contract, and if ever there was a breach of such a term going to the root of the contract, it was this. It would be difficult in this particular area of employment law to think of anything more calculated or likely to destroy the relationship of confidence and trust which ought to exist between employer and employee than, without reasonable cause, to require a consultant surgeon to undergo a medical, which was correctly understood to mean a psychiatric examination, and to suspend him from the hospital on his refusing to do so.